All right, guys, what is going on? My name is Ollie Ward. Welcome back to the Ollie Ward channel. Has just ended at Ellen Road. Leeds United 0, Middlesbrough 3. What a shambles. What is happening at Leeds United? We look very worrying. Didn't really know what was going on there tonight. That was probably Daniel Farke's worst performance or worst sort of managerial performance as a Leeds United manager. The players look lost. And it looks a bit worrying. I know we're only a few games into the season, but wow, if that's anything to go by, I do not want this season to carry on. Before we do get into this match reaction, be sure to smash that like button just for a bit of sympathy. Also subscribe if you are new. We're on the road to 17,000 subscribers, and get your comments in. What did you make of tonight's result? It wasn't just the result, it was the performance as well. It was absolutely terrible. I thought sort of the first 10 minutes, Leeds United looked a bit into it, and we created some sort of chances. There was a Firpo effort to begin with, but from the 10-minute mark to the 98th minute mark, it was all Middlesbrough, really. Despite Leeds' possession, the attacks were all coming down Middlesbrough's side. And obviously, we went in 0-0 at half-time. There wasn't too much to talk about in the first half. We just looked a bit off. I thought, if you're going through each player, you know, Joe Rodon tonight doing his best Liam Cooper impression looked very shaky at the back. Similar with Max Vober. I thought defensively he looked all right, but passing, putting every player he passed to under pressure with odd passes. Firpo looked back to his sort of old self. Sam Barham, he looked physical tonight, but maybe sort of in the wrong sort of aspect. He looked like he wanted to get sent off instead of actually playing. Midfield two of Rothwell. I thought Rothwell on the ball looked quite tidy. Gave him sort of Forshaw sort of esque. Again, looks good with his feet, but again, there's just something missing there. Ethan Ampadu, his start of the season has been poor. Dye that hair back, mate, because the blonde ain't helping, I tell you. Who else do we have? Joffy. I thought Joffy, you know, he could be off. He could be going somewhere else, and, you know, I wouldn't blame him if he did. But, yeah, he looked all right tonight, to be fair. Joel Pirot. Again, I want Joel to do so well, so bad, but I really struggle with him. If he's in, I want him to score goals. He's a number 9 for me. I don't think he's a number 10 at all. Brendan Aronson, again, looked tidy, but just looks a bit weak. And Bamford made some good runs. They're always good attacking runs he makes, but he's always just a bit offside. And I just think when he traps the ball, he really struggles to trap the ball. And overall, I'm not going to, you know, dig on each sort of player, but I just think overall, we looked terrible. We looked an absolute shambles tonight. That's now 2 wins in 11 for Daniel Farke's Leeds United side. And you do start to think, can Daniel Farke get the sack? I genuinely think it is a possibility, not this necessarily early, but I think there's a massive sort of question mark there at the moment with Daniel Farke's tactics. Has anything changed from last season? Statistically, the people who do lose in the playoff final always have a bit of a shocker season the next season, but this is a poor start. Conceded 6 goals in 2 games at Ellen Road, where we barely conceded 6 goals all last season at Ellen Road. We were so good there, made it an absolute fortress, and now this season we just look so shaky. It's worrying how easy it was for Middlesbrough tonight, and credit to Middlesbrough, they played very well. I think Michael Carrick is a top boss too, and yeah, they made 7 or 8 changes as well, and look, they could have had 7 or 8 tonight. I thought Kyle Darlow actually had an all right game. Obviously, there's not too much he could do with the goals. Yeah, really worrying. Just a quick over-the-top ball, and our defence looked so shaky. And me and my dad were talking. We were out there looking to replace Somerville. Maybe we look, you know, let's look at some defenders. Maybe we overhype these players a bit too much. But honestly, looking at a back four of Bogle, Rodon, Pascal, and Firpo, you'd think it's one of the best defences in the league. The first 2 opening games, you could argue we looked the worst. And, you know, I'm kind of worried about that West Brom game on the weekend. I don't know what Leeds United team's going to turn up. And obviously, Farke made 5 substitutes in that game. You don't often see that from a manager. That's kind of a last-ditch tactic, managerial sort of tactics. And we're 2 games into the season, and you're already chucking 5 faces on, the faces that you don't want to come on because you don't want them to get injured for Saturday's game. But when you know, we're 2-0 down at the point, and he brings on 5, and literally about 30 seconds later, they make it 3, and we just look silly. We look very, very silly. No one for me was really man of the match. I thought Nonto, when he came on, looked sharp again. For Pascal, made a couple of good tackles, but game was over by then. And like I say, credit to Middlesbrough. They were miles the better team, but it's just really worrying with Leeds United. And luckily, this is early days. This isn't, you know, January, February time, because, wow, I would be panicking. I am starting to panic a bit, though, because what the hell did I just watch out there? And if you look at our signings this season, what have we actually done? What have we actually done signings wise to improve this team from last year? Alex Cairns, third third choice goalkeeper. You needed it, but he's not going to be playing. Rothwell's alone, who still has got question marks. He's a tidy player, but does he cut it for me? Not right now. Not what I've seen so far. Jaden Bogle makes sense. It's a right back. We needed it. He's still got question marks because it's early days. And Joe Roden, who was here last year. So his Leeds United's transfer business has actually been quite mid. It's been quite appalling, really. We need to bring faces in. Leeds United need 3 or 4 faces in, but we won't do that. I think we've got 1 or 2 left in us by the end of the window. The 49ers need to pull their finger out now, because if they watched what they just watched tonight, then surely we need some more faces, and we need to start switching up the tactics as well, because we look too easy to beat. We look, conceding goals, 6 goals in 2 games. It's awful. It's really, really bad. So hopefully Daniel Farke and this Leeds United side can sort it out. But who knows? I really don't know, and I don't know where Daniel Farke is sort of. I don't see a change of tactics, and if I do, I think they've got worse. We saw so much in pre-season where I was getting quite excited with how we were playing with Mateo Joseph, and the thing is, right? It's so early. It's so early in the season. We can't be. I don't know if it's overreacting, but we can't be going Farke out, get these players out, get these players out. But we need improvements, and I think Farke needs to improve. I genuinely think his tactics, and it's that thing again that he done last year. When the going gets tough, just chuck every attacker on, they'll go do something. There seems to be no sort of. Last year it was pass to Somerville and Prey. This year it's pass to the attackers and hopefully they'll score. That's what I've watched so far. And yes, we should have beat Portsmouth. Of course, we should. The XG, all the analytics stuff, the Jesse Marsh stuff. We should have won the game. Tonight, we didn't deserve the game at all. And we crash out of the Carabao Cup in typical Leeds United fashion, getting battered, singing Leeds United are falling apart around the stadium. And yeah, it's not going well. But hopefully we can turn this round, bring in some faces, and hopefully beat West Brom at the weekend. But I don't know about you. I'm not too confident. Guys, if you did enjoy this match reaction, I know it's a late one, but let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Smash a like, subscribe if you are new, and try and let me know what is going on at Leeds United, because I really don't know. I'm sitting here with Dad. Dad, can I get one word from you? What is going on with Leeds United in one word? I think the word was shite there, which kind of sums up this evening. Guys, I've been Ollie Ward. You guys have been excellent. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and get your man of the match in. If was there even one? Dad, do you have a man of the match for tonight? No, he doesn't even have a man of the match tonight. Do you? Let me know in the comments down below. I've been Ollie Ward. You guys have been excellent, and I'll catch you in the next one.